Hello and welcome to this episode of the Kiwi Mum Storytime. Today I'm going to be sharing a story about Penelope. Penelope is a panda. Penelope is 5 years old and she's off for her first day of school. Your first day at school or the first time trying anything new can be scary. But what you'll probably find is once you've done it, you feel so brave afterwards and you're excited to try something new again. So let's snuggle down and listen to the story of Penelope's first day at school. Penelope the Panda's first day at school. Penelope the Panda woke up early. The sky outside was still soft and grey, and the birds were only just beginning to sing. She blinked her sleepy eyes and pulled her blanket a little closer. Today was a big day. It was her first day at school. Penelope's tummy did a little flip. "I don't think I feel very well," she whispered to herself. But deep down she knew what she was feeling was, she felt nervous. "Penelope, time to wake up, sweetheart," called her mummy gently from the kitchen. Penelope slowly climbed out of bed. She got dressed, brushed her soft black and white fur, and packed her little backpack. Inside it, she carefully placed her lunchbox that her mum had packed for her, her new red water bottle, and her favourite toy, just in case she needed a hug. At breakfast, Penelope was very quiet. She pushed her bamboo slices around her plate and stared out the window. "Big day today," her mummy said with a warm smile. Penelope nodded. "What if no one talks to me?" Her mummy knelt beside her. "What if they're feeling the same way?" she said softly. Penelope looked up. "You think so?" "I know so," her mummy said. "Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to be kind." Penelope thought about that for a while, until she finished her breakfast. And before she knew it, they were walking out the door to school. The morning air felt fresh and cool. Tall green trees swayed gently, and Penelope could hear the birds singing their bubbly songs. A soft breeze rustled the leaves, and somewhere nearby a dog barked happily. But even with all those lovely sounds, Penelope's paws felt heavy. Children were laughing and chatting and running past her as they reached the school gate. Penelope stopped. "I don't know if I can do it," she whispered. "You can," her mummy said, "and I'll be right here at the end of the day to hear all about it when the day is done." Penelope took a deep breath. And then another. And slowly she walked inside. The classroom was bright and colourful. There were cubbies for bags, shelves filled with books, and little tables and chairs, just the right size for her. Paintings covered the walls, rainbows, animals, and handprints in every colour. But what Penelope noticed the most were the other children. Some were talking loudly, some were very quiet. One little koala sat alone, holding onto her bag tightly. Penelope's tummy did another little flip. "I feel just like that," she thought. She stood by the door for a moment, unsure what to do. Then she remembered what her mummy said. Be kind first. Penelope took a small step forward, then another. She walked over to the koala. "Hi," she said softly. "I'm Penelope, but you can call me Penny." The koala looked up slowly. "I'm Ollie," he said quietly. Penny smiled a little. "Is it your first day too?" Ollie nodded. "I feel nervous," she whispered. Penny blinked. "Me too," she said. For a moment they just looked at each other, and then something changed. They both smiled. Soon their teacher clapped her hands gently. "All right, everyone, let's sit in a circle." Penny and Ollie sat next to each other in the circle on a lovely soft mat. "Let's introduce ourselves," said the teacher kindly. One by one, the children shared their names. Some spoke softly, some whispered, some spoke loudly, and some needed a little help. When it was Penny's turn, she took a small breath. "My name is Penelope," she said, a little shyly, "but you can call me Penny." The teacher smiled warmly. "That's a lovely name." Penny felt a little bit braver. As the circle continued, something surprised Penny. Many of the children said things like, "I feel a bit scared. I miss my mummy. I don't know anyone yet." Penny's eyes grew wide. Everyone feels nervous, she realised, not just her. Next it was time for an activity. The teacher brought out paper and crayons. "Draw something you like," she said. Penny sat quietly for a moment thinking. Then she began to draw a bamboo forest full of tall green stalks and soft leaves. It reminded her of home. Beside her, Ollie was drawing a tree, but this was a different kind of tree. "That's nice," Penny said gently. "It's my favourite tree at home." Penny nodded. "It looks really strong." "It is strong," said Ollie, and his smile grew a little bigger. During playtime, Penny remembered her plan. Be kind first. She saw a little kiwi bird struggling to stack blocks. "Do you want help?" Penny asked. "Yes, please," the kiwi said, and together they built a tall tower. When it wobbled and fell, they both giggled, and nearby another child dropped their crayons. Penny helped to pick them up. "Thank you," they said shyly. "You're welcome," Penny replied. The more Penny helped others feel comfortable, the more comfortable she felt too. Her tummy stopped flipping. Her paws didn't feel so heavy anymore. Instead, she felt something warm and light inside. At lunchtime, Penny sat under a tree outside. The sun peeked through the leaves, making little dancing shadows on the ground. Ollie joined her. "So, it's not too bad, I guess," he said. Penny smiled. "Yeah, I think it's getting better." Soon the kiwi from earlier joined them, and another child, and another. They shared their lunches and talked about their favourite games. They even laughed. For the first time that day, Penny forgot to feel nervous. After lunch, the class had story time. The teacher read a book and everyone sat quietly listening. Penny leaned back slightly and felt calm. She looked around. No one looked as scared as they had in the morning. Everyone seemed a little more relaxed, just like she did. A little more brave, just like her. Before she knew it, the school bell rang. It was time to go home. Penny felt a little surprised. The day had gone so quickly. She packed her bag and walked to the gate. And there, just like she promised, her mummy was waiting. "Mummy!" Penny called, running over. Her mummy smiled and gave her a big hug. "How was your day?" she asked. Penny's face lit up. As they walked home together, Penny talked and talked and talked. "I met a koala named Ollie. He was nervous too. And I told the class they can call me Penny. And we sat together, and I shared my crayons, and we built a tower, but it fell over, and everyone was a little bit scared at the start." Her mummy listened, smiling the whole way. They walked past the trees, the afternoon sun warm on their backs. The birds were still singing softly, and everything felt calm and peaceful. "And how do you feel now?" her mummy asked. Penny thought for a moment. Then she said proudly, "I feel brave." They walked a little further. I think being kind made it easier, Penny added. Her mummy squeezed her hand gently. I think you're right, she said. Penny looked up at her, her eyes bright. And I think if someone feels scared tomorrow, she paused, I can help them feel better too. Her mummy smiled. That's a wonderful idea. Penny skipped a little as they walked. I can't wait to go back tomorrow, she said. And as they reached home together, Penny the Panda, who had felt so shy and nervous that morning, felt something new. She felt happy, she felt proud, and most of all, she felt like she belonged. The end. Well, what did you think about that story about Penny? Your first day at school can be really scary, and I think she's right. If you're kind to others, they'll be kind to you, and it makes everyone feel better. Maybe this story reminds you of something that you did for the first time. I hope you enjoyed this story. I'm sure we'll hear more stories about Penny in the future, so look out for those. Good night.